Hi everyone. As you all know, we've had 68 years of independence. We're also one of the fastest growing economies in the world. We are, and we're very proud to be, the largest democracy in the world. Having said that, we are still infected by an invisible disease. I'm sure a lot of you out here are wondering, what is that invisible disease? Well, of course, it is something that I'm sure a lot of you have thought that we've done away with, but we quite haven't. It's called discrimination. With rapid modernization, we've seen a new form of discrimination develop around the world. And that, of course, is social discrimination. Discrimination on the basis of style and status. Priority customer, VIP lounges, reserved sections, all of this is a part of that example which I'm saying to you right now. Well, why is it that a few people are privileged while most of the others are disadvantaged? These are some of the questions that will be answered today. And the biggest question, of course, is how? How are we going to manage this menace? How can Micromax help with managing this? Now everyone can, but how? So many questions. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Archana Vijaya and I will be your host today. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be with all of you, and on behalf of Micromax Informatics Limited, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you here. Well, since we have so many questions, we need somebody to answer these questions. And I think the perfect person to do that will be Vineet Taneja, CEO, Micromax Informatics Limited, who will come on stage and kindly address all the issues that we have.
Hi.
Welcome, Vineet.
Hi.
Lovely to see you. Of course, you should be very proud as part of Micromax, because Micromax has truly had an incredible journey over the last 4.5 years, edging out competition as you go along. So why don't you tell everybody here a little bit about that journey?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Archana.
Thanks.
It's indeed a pleasure to be here, and I see a lot of familiar faces, and it's always good to be amongst friends. In the next few minutes, what I want to share with you is not just a launch of a product or a model that I'm sure is a very important part of today's event, but also launch of a philosophy, a reaffirmation from the side of Micromax on a philosophy that actually drives us, motivates us, and I believe drives the whole category of smartphones. As you know that this has been a journey of making of a leader. Thanks to many of you, there's been lots of talk about us. Talk about us being a leader, talk about us ahead of competition, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we have very humbly accepted it quietly that yes, we've done well in this category. There have been some who put us ahead, some who said, no, you're not ahead, and somebody who says that you're probably growing faster but still not ahead in the pack, and so on and so forth. Like I said, we've all accepted all of this very humbly as a compliment of our success. But you know what? What really drives us is none of those headlines. What drives us is the fact that we are continuously and always motivated by the fact that our large numbers, and you see some of these numbers here, the fact that we sold 8 million devices in a quarter. What really motivates is that we've been constantly have been able to drive this philosophy of democratization of technology, making technology in more and more available in more and more Indian hands, and that to me has been our biggest motivation. And our motivation has been driven because we've been listening to our consumers. We've been very deeply listening to our consumers, and fortunately, through our drive of innovation that really drives our business, been able to bring about products that live up to what consumers have been asking us. So for example, I'm going to show you some of the examples of our recent successes which has come straight from our consumers' voice and us converting that voice into tangible products that consumers want. Can we have the AV, please?
I'm Suhail and I'm always on my phone. I want a phone with a screen that is not too big and not too small. It should be just the right size so that I can text, browse and watch videos without having to strain my eyes.
Hi, I'm Kritika. I'm a product designer. I would want a phone that I can use to design on the go.
I'm Vishakha and I'm a journalist. I need to take notes when I'm interviewing people. Wish I could have a phone that would allow me to do just that.
My name is Sagar and I like to watch movies on my phone. For that I need a screen which has the best size for that.
So yes, our Canvas Doodle series and the entire Doodle series was a manifestation of this demand from consumers who said, I want a large screen so that I can do various things. And these are real consumers telling you what they wanted from their devices. And it helps them unleash their creativity, some people say. Some people say it helps me keep, when I'm on the move, I can carry my entertainment and therefore I want a large screen. Similar to that was this entire Canvas Fire series that we've recently launched, and it's met with great success. And let's see what consumers have to say about that.
मेरा नाम अंकुर है। मैं गाने वगैरह काफ़ी सुनता रहता हूँ, मुझे बहुत पसंद है गाने सुनना। मैं एक ऐसा फ़ोन चाहता हूँ जिसके स्पीकर की क्वालिटी काफ़ी अच्छी हो, जैसे कि मैं घर में काम करते हुए कहीं पे भी जाऊँ तो इजीली गाने सुनता हूँ।
Hi, I'm Anant and I basically want a phone that has good loudspeakers because I listen to a lot of music.
Hi, I'm Manvi and I love listening to music. But it's a pain to be with your earphones all the time. So I'm looking for a phone which has a good loudspeaker quality, which does not fatigue my ears and give me a better sound quality.
मेरा नाम गौरव है और मुझे फोन पर गाने सुनने का बहुत शौक है। मुझे ज्यादातर टाइम हेडफोन या ईयरफोन लगा के गाने सुनना पड़ता है। तो मैं एक ऐसा फोन चाहता हूँ जिसका स्पीकर बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी का हो, ताकि मुझे हर वक्त ईयरफोन या हेडफोन ना लगाना पड़े और मुझे कानों में दर्द ना हो।
Yes, so simple stuff, and you hear our consumers telling us that, simple speakers that they can use to listen to music without earphones is a great need. And we launched this Canva Fire series, which has got these dual speakers on the front of the screen, and if you listen to the sound, you don't need a music system in a room. And that's what consumers were telling us, and that's the product we launched just a few months back. We have two products, two models in the series, and both of them are doing extremely well. The next one is all about colors. All of us like color, right? India is about colors. India is about expression through colors. We are not a country like some of the Western world which wears only grays and blacks and whites. We are a country that believes in colors. And that's what consumers were telling us. So can we have the AV of us?
My name is Ipshita and I'm a designer. I have been working in the industry for the past 2 years. I like fashion, obviously, and style is a big factor when I buy anything. I love accessories and I want to be able to do that with my phone.
I'm Harshita and I love accessorizing. I'm looking for a phone that does that. Also, I meet a lot of people, so I need a phone that I can flaunt publicly.
Hi, I'm Shivangi Girotra and I am a student. I am looking for a new phone with the different color options so that I can carry a new phone every day.
Yes, so that's what consumers were saying it, and let me also tell all the men folks here that it is not just women who want colors, there are enough men who want colors as well. It just happens that we listen to the women consumers in this case. And it is indeed a very important need. And suddenly you start saying that, our innovation is not just about, processors and screen size, etc. We are listening to consumers in all aspects of our device. And then comes, of course, Canvas Gold. You know what percentage of watches sold in this country is gold? Does anybody know that? What percentages of watches? No prizes, but just a guess. Make it more interactive. What percentages of watches sold in this country are golden in color? 50%? Yeah, so it's upward of 60-70%. Either gold in terms of the whole watch being gold, or a gold rim, as this gentleman has here. Gold is a very popular color, and there are no surprises, right? And therefore, our next innovation, of course, was gold, and this is what consumers were telling us about the gold color.
My name is Shruti.
I want a phone that is gold in color, as gold defines lifestyle and class for me.
I am Karan. I work in the hotel industry, and every day I meet a lot of new people. These new people usually carry a lot of cool phones. So I'm looking for a stylish, a cool enough phone which, when I take out in front of all these clients, makes a very cool and impactful first impression.
I am Boki. I love fashion. I want something stylish, maybe gold in color, as gold is the new black.
Can this gold can dazzle you? Micromax, nothing like anything.
I really like the way the last consumer said it, right? Gold is the new black. And it is indeed true that people do want gold as a style statement. Gold is something to stand out. That guy who was who was in the hotel industry said he was wearing a black watch, by the way, not a gold watch, but he wanted his phone to be gold. So clearly, while people are looking for other specifications, they did tell us that they wanted to stand out, and gold was that innovation that made a canvas product stand out for consumers. And then this innovation, which I think we are all very, very proud of, and that is because it hit the sweet spot, not just of the value it delivered to consumers, but I think it hit a sweet spot in people's hearts. And that was Micromax Unite. 21 languages, one phone. Let's see what consumers were asking for.
माझं नाव दर्शनी नेहमी आहे आणि मी नागपूरची आहे. And I would like to have a phone which gives me an option to text in Marathi itself. I like texting with my friends and family in Marathi, and I don't want to lose the essence of the language by marking the language in English. So I'm looking forward for a phone which has Marathi as an option.
My name is Priyanka and I am from Assam. I like to keep in touch in my mother tongue. So I would like a phone that gives me the option of texting in my mother tongue without having to compromise on English.
मैं परवीन कुमारपुरा मैं अपने फैमिली के साथ, अपने परिवार के साथ, अपने यारी दोस्ती के साथ एजी से अपने असमिस में बात कर सकूं और SMS कर सकूं कि ताकि सबको समझ में आ जाए.
I'm Blessy and I'm from Kerala. My mother, grandparents do not understand English and it becomes difficult to talk to them over messages. So I'm looking for a phone that can help me stay connected with them all the time.
मैं पंचन सिंह उड़ीसा का रहने वाला हूं. हम चाहते हैं कि ऐसा फोन आए जो हम अपने परिवार को एक दूसरे का उड़िया में SMS कर सकें.
So yes, so that's what consumers were saying, no surprises. But it's always the obvious one that just eludes most of the successful categories. And when we launched this innovation, it just was adopted in very, very large numbers. Now, all of you have been very enamored with some brands, talking of saying they've sold out in 2 seconds and sold out in 5 seconds and so on and so forth. We believe in nothing of that sort. We believe that if you are launching a device, you must be able to satisfy the demand. And that's what happened to us when we launched Micromax Unite. We sold over 1 million phones in the last 100 days of this one model. Yeah. Just to do a quick calculation, as of today, as things stand today, yesterday or day before, we would have sold one phone every 4 seconds. So that's the degree and scale of adoption that happens when you get the innovation right, when you deliver value to the consumers, not just in price, but also in terms of what they want. And that's Micromax Unite. Like I said, this is a product that we're all very proud of, and something that has given us a lot of business in the last 3 to 4 months. So can we have the AV, please? Yes, so that was the AV that you saw was put on YouTube, and in 4 days it got 1.4 million views. It's just that we kind of touched hearts of lots of people. 9 languages, 10 artists, 1 song. So truly, music can unite, and that's the philosophy that we stood for.
Absolutely right, Vineet. Certainly did strike a chord in my heart. I remember this song totally rocked it on Independence Day. I shared it on my Facebook page, on my Twitter handle, to a fantastic response. And what's even better is that I am from Kolkata, as I'm sure a lot of you are from different places. And Neeti Mohan sang those notes in Bangla, and I just totally loved it. So I have to say, Rubaru definitely struck a chord with audiences all across India amidst all of us here. Of course, and it instilled a sort of pride in me for my mother tongue, which I think was the initiative of this campaign, and it truly was successful. So I'm sure we're going to be listening to a lot of Rubaru in the days coming forth. But I also have to say, Vineet, can you tell us a little bit more about this whole Divide No More campaign?
So Divide No More is actually taking forward this philosophy that you see here, which is democratization of technology. Like I said right in the beginning, today is not just launch of a new model, it is also reinforcement of our philosophy that has made us successful, which is saying that the latest technology need not be for a few. And we will introduce products and models that will make sure that the latest technology can be accessed by a majority of the population of this country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think since that is the aim, I'm sure there's a lot of people who, there's, as you can see through all the Vox Pops that we've seen, that everybody has a sort of different need, right?
Yeah.
But tell me honestly, Vineet, can technology be democratized?
Well, it can be if you get the right ingredients in terms of features and applications into the phone, and if you can make sure that it is accessed in the language that they want, suddenly you find that people will adopt. And at the end of the day, we know that when more and more people use technology like smartphones, they actually get connected to each other and therefore can share ideas freely. And that is what democratization is all about. So let's see what people are actually asking for. Like we said, in the past we've launched products that were based on what consumers were asking for. As we take the next step of in our journey to democratize technology, we did the same thing. We asked consumers saying, what do you want if you want to buy a latest technology device? And that's what they had to say.
Let's take a look.
Can you have the AV, please?
Hi, I'm Nidhi Kumar. I'm working as a marketing head in one of the MNCs in Noida. It's been 8 years I've been working. My dream phone would be a phone which has a lot of inbuilt apps. The world is all about apps. It makes your life so simple.
Hi, my name is Rushil Mal. I'm currently doing a hotel management course from DU College. What I look for my dream phone is a phone with a better camera quality. Camera which should have a better megapixel and should be able to take a picture anytime, anywhere, whether it's daylight or dark.
Hi, my name is Sanyukta Vadhera and I've just started working as an assistant marketing manager. For me, I'm basically on the lookout for a phone that is affordably budgeted in the budget and basically that can keep me connected while I'm on the move.
Hi, I am Tisha Gupta. I have presently started working. I am looking for a phone with a good intelligent camera because I am a photo freak. I love taking selfies and I am very much interested in Snapchats.
Hi, my name is Akshay and I am working from past 1 year in a company and I want a phone which gives me expandable memory also to store many things like games, apps, videos, pictures.
Hi, myself Yashika Banga and I'm an IT manager. Basically, a thing that I'm looking in my phone, it should be technologically updated. Phones that are available in the market right now are out of my budget. They are very expensive, too expensive, so I can't buy it at this stage of my life.
Hi, my name is Nitro and I'm a college going student. I basically need a phone which suits my style of living and which should look cool in front of my friends and it should have a metallic finish or something classy look.
Hi, I'm Madhi Hazid and I'm a fashion designer. I love to watch videos and for that I need a phone that it should have good qualities and HD screen.
Hi, I'm Kevin Gonzalez and I'm an event manager for the past 1 year now and so I am looking for a phone that has preloaded apps in it that I can use on my daily life on the go. So if I go out and buy a new phone, I don't want to take the hassle to download those apps which I need on my daily life.
Hi, I'm Shipra. I've just started working for last few months. I'm looking for a phone which is very stylish and trendy that I can carry anywhere. I want a phone that has a good back cover with metallic body or something.
Hi, I'm Aman Divedi. I'm PR Associate. Wish I could get all my news and social feed in one go rather than opening different applications every time.
Hi, I'm Meghna and I'm assistant manager and I love watching movies and videos on a go and I need a phone which has high HD quality as well as a great viewing experience.
My name is Arman Sandhu and I'm operational head in a multinational company from last 5 to 7 years. And I travel a lot, so I need a phone with a good internal and external memory which can hold all the applications, my data, my pictures, my music, my movies.
Hi, I'm Mukhja, I'm fashion stylist. I want a phone with the cool apps so that I can do my work easier.
Hi, my name is Dishant and I'm a college going student and I love technology. I'm a gadget freak. So what I'm looking in a phone is a great processor. It should be at least an octa-core processor. It should have a decent GPU. It should have a 2 GB of RAM because I like playing games. And high-end games require more RAM and processor. So that's what I'm looking in a phone.
Wow, we want everything now, don't we? Yeah. And of course, the Indian customers have their specific needs. And one thing that we've noticed with Micromax, it's actually one of those, actually the only handset manufacturers who listens. You know, you try to give them everything that we want, and as you can see, there's so many things that we want. So how do you handle like all this huge list of things that the consumer wants?
So that's the exciting part. And when you listen to consumers, you do realize that they want a lot, and that is the science and the art part of how we put this together. And I mean, without wasting any more time, let me show you what we put together based on the input that we just got. Can we have the product reveal AV, please? So that, ladies and gentlemen, was Canvas Nitro for you. And, most photo ops have people from the companies sitting and standing in front of either models or standing in with models. But our biggest heroes really of this product are our consumers. And we said there's been no better tribute to this product than getting the consumers who inspired us to make this product to come and share the stage with me. So can I have Shipra, Rushil, Kevin, Madhya, MJ and Dishant.
Hey, I see you from the AV, right? Hi. Nice meeting you. Hi.
Right. So you get the product out and on. Closer, closer. So you don't have to be like models, right? You're real people. Just make sure your screens are on. Okay, we go there. So we go from left to right, okay? So we start looking from the left and go like that. Okay? We go here. Close to your face. Close to your face. So we go here. Okay, we go here. We go here. All right. Is that done?
Thank you very much, guys.
I encourage you to use the phone and we'll call you back for some feedback. Good stuff. Okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Trust Micromax to, of course, set new trends here. Looking forward, I'm sure all of you here have obviously got a glimpse of the Canvas Nitro. Please feel free to look at this very slick and exquisite phone. I'm telling you, I'm going to have a question answer round about the phone later. You might win a prize or two. I'm not sure about it. But I am going to actually ask you a few questions. So take your time, have a look at the phone, and of course give us your feedback. Vineet, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Telling us, of course, about Micromax, its journey, and of course, of the new Canvas Nitro. Well, I'd request everyone to kindly settle down now. I have to say that this truly was a great, great phone, and it's democratizing technology, to say the least. I'm sure that all of you want to know more about the Canvas Nitro, and without further ado, I'd like to invite Shubhadeepa, CMO Micromax Informatics Limited, or the rock star at Micromax, to kindly come on and tell us a little bit more about the Canvas Nitro.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to have you guys over here again. My name is Shubhadeep Pal. I am the CMO of Micromax. And what we've launched here is one of the most fabulous products, at least I've seen in my last 23 months here in this company. It's been a great journey for us. Learned a lot from here as well, because we really listen to our consumers. And today the consumers have actually told us what they want. What I'm going to do in the next 10 odd minutes is to take you through the product of this creation which we have. And before I get into the product, I just want you to first take a look at this lovely AV which actually romances the product, which talks more about it from a hardware perspective. Take a look at the hardware AV first, and then I'll get on to the what's inside the phone. right, so the first aspect of the phone obviously is the screen. So the screen is the most integral part of it, and nothing more can be more useful to us than the screen. The IPS display actually helps us get those crystal clear images, which is the most integral part of any phone. The degree which you see, the 178 degrees viewing angle, again, from any angle, if you start looking at the phone, you need to see the screen clearly. And 178 degrees is almost very close to a single plane with 180 degrees, and you really need, so therefore the screen is bright, it's completely consumer friendly, not too bright so that it hurts your eyes, and therefore the screen is perfect when it comes to the phone. And if you actually look at the form factor, it does not look like a 5-inch screen, but it is, right? That's the way the screen has been blended with the form factor, thereby giving us an additional advantage of what it is. The leather finish. The leather finish is one of the coolest factors of this phone over here today. This leather comes in two beautiful colors. The blue, the mystic blue, and the pristine white. Again, it is not leather, but it's derived from the leather industry. Napa, which is one of the best forms of leather available in the world today, has different nuances to it. So therefore, we've taken our so-called inspiration from that industry to figure out why leather. Normal plastics, metals, or glass either scratches, breaks, or whatever happens with the phone. But if you actually look at this leather finish, which is inspired from that industry, it is actually consumer friendly because it does not scratch. There are no visible marks of any sort. So therefore, this is again a consumer benefit which we picked up from what we heard from the consumers to actually come up with this finish. And this actually has two very nice finishes, the mystic blue and the leather finish. What I want you to look right now is at the processor. Okay? It's a true octa-core processor, right? It's very simple. It's the basic heart of your camera, or of your phone. If you do not have the heart running at its complete pace, obviously things don't function right. Over here, we ensure that all the 8 processors are pumping at the same time, no matter what happens, and then when it reaches the peak level, if your heart collapses, you've lost it, right? But over here, we ensure that the heartbeat is completely there, and all the 8 cores are pumping to the core. And that's what's important for us. Everybody talks about different processors, but if your processor is not right, obviously what consumers said today, the gaming performance goes for a toss, the camera goes for a toss, and almost every function of the phone takes a back seat. So therefore, the octa-core is true to its sense, and we have the octa-core built into this product. I'm going to talk about the camera next, but before I do, I want you to look at the AV. Before I get on to the camera, one thing which is very important, which you need to remember, is how important the screen is. So therefore, what I'm going to do right now is to do a simple test to tell you how important the screen is. The reason why I'm doing this is because our screen has an oleophobic coating. And oleophobic coating is one of the most important parts of this particular phone, simply because of the fact that it enables the screen to ensure there's no scratch of any sort. We have the habit of putting our phone always in a pocket. There's always residue in your pocket. It could be your keys, it could be your card, it could be anything, which therefore leads to a constant abrasion, which therefore ensures that your phone gets scratched. So therefore, the oleophobic coating enables us to ensure that these scratches don't happen. I have a test over here, which I'm going to do right now. Please focus on this particular screen over here. On my left is a regular phone, which has no screen guard and nothing of any sort. While I put this phone over here, this is the new Canvas Nitro with the oleophobic coating. So I'm going to take some oil, right? I'm going to put this on this phone. See the difference? This will show the top of the phone. Yeah. What you need to see over here, can I have some lights here? What you need to see over here is the way the oil spreads on a regular screen, while it does not on this, right? Again, normal screen, it spreads one drop in one place and stays there. And that's the difference between the regular screen and the oleophobic screen. And this is important because the coating actually helps remove, or it helps at least from the scratches point of view. So you have the front covered and you have the back covered. And that's what's important in this phone as well. So again, if you look at this, I'm tilting the phone. The oil is still not, it's moving very gradually. But as soon as I tilt my regular phone, look at the way the oil moves, right? So that's the difference between a regular screen and without an oleophobic coating and the one with it. So if you have a similar phone and you put a scratch guard on top and you do a similar test, you'll see it. So here what we're saying is negating the effect of having the need to put another scratch guard on the screen. And that's important for us to do. Again, very basic consumer insight. We heard the consumers and we got that on the phone. Before I move to the camera, the other thing which actually boosts us is the 2 GB RAM, and that's important in our specs, and that's where it is, right? So coming on to the camera, again, a 13 megapixel camera, which is pretty cool as far as we are concerned. It has a 5 MP front camera, so therefore it ensures that you have the best of the selfies, and we have a very important feature coming up ahead, which I'll talk about. The 22mm is a standard in every industry as far as the cameras are concerned. The reason why we're looking at the camera is simply because of the fact that the phone camera, the smartphone camera, is becoming your primary camera. The compact camera sales have dropped almost 48%. So brands like Olympus, Nikon, Sony, they're all looking at different ways. They're actually looking at the DSLR, the SLR market to move up and scaling up that market rather than compact market, because the smartphone market has actually killed the compact market. And that's important for us because if you start looking at the number of phones in the entire world, we're about 4.5 billion people who use phones, out of which close to about 1.75 billion of them have smartphones, right? And if you actually start thinking about it, right, the reason why we're upgrading ourselves with different phones and why the camera is becoming important in a smartphone is simply because of the fact that when you start doing the maths, 1.75 billion smartphone users, even if I negate 50% of that, 700,000 people click snaps every day, right? The selfies has a record of 800 million snaps are clicked every day. So therefore, the importance of the camera becomes even more important. Okay. Other thing you need to remember is that what we've done in the Nitro, and I have my colleague Dipankar here, so we actually focus the camera there. You'll see these smart widgets. These smart widgets are hotkeys we've kept on the phone, which simply means at a click of a button, you have these functions of photo, video, selfie, front, back, and stable. What do you do with your normal phone? You need to go first, open the home screen, tap on the home screen, get onto the camera, tap the camera, get on to either the video mode or the so-called photo mode. And if you want a selfie, then you need to go back to settings and then try again. What have we done here? We've eased the process. We have this beautiful widget right on your home screen, which can be used at one click to click a photo, a video, a selfie, a front back, which we're going to talk about, and stable. So my colleague Dipankar over here will actually tell you what the front back is all about. It's one of the coolest apps ever possible, right? So Dipankar, can you help me click one photograph here using the front camera, and at the same time, you click a back. If you just focus the camera here, you stand straight, let the camera guy focus, right? So you've clicked 2 images at the same time, which basically means I've clicked your snap, at the same time I've clicked mine as well. Now how cool an app is that, right? Now again, at the click of a button, you get to the entire process. Stable shot, a very simple thing. A lot of times when you have a camera in hand, we're like literally shaking our hands to figure out what's happening, or somebody's going to give you a nudge, or in that little crowded, mall, and you're trying to take a snap of your favorite celebrity who's walked around, and you're just hustling and bustling to do it. What is a stable shot? It's very simple. Switch on your stable shot. Hold the camera as steady as you can. As soon as the camera intelligently understands that it's stable, it will click. Now again, a very simple innovation, but makes a lot of sense in today's consumer world, especially when photography is important and your camera is your primary camera. Oh, sorry, your phone is your primary camera. Okay, selfie, I don't want to talk about it, but however, I want you to see something which is simple. If you see the focus there, that's the widget. On the top left is the photo. So the reason I was saying 1 click goes to the photo. Can you show that? There you go. You're ready to click your thing. Can you go back? 1 click. Can you go to the video mode? Perfect. So you're ready to shoot your videos. However, if you just go back, the process I was talking about, if I did not have this with me, what would I do? I would go to menu, look at camera, and then if I wanted a video, click the video. So that's a 3-step process, getting everything to 1. All right? Cool. Collage making. That's one of the coolest features again over here. Click random shots across, up to 10 odd shots, right? Once your photographs are coolly laid out in the way it is, and the Parker is showing it, you can randomly shake the phone to choose the best collage formation it gives you. And that's again one of the coolest features here with refocus. Again, you've shot a particular snap. You want a particular part in that photograph to be focused more. So go back to the gallery, choose the option of refocus, put the thing in the right place, right? So that's the collage which is happening. Perfect. Looks good. Dipankar, let's do the refocus. Demonstrate the refocus piece. Pick a snap. Perfect. Right? So therefore, if I want to just concentrate on one part of the flower over there, I can just pick that part and focus. So thereby, that becomes the primary object while the rest blurs out a bit. And that's what the whole thing is all about. Right? Another cool feature, which is there in this amazing Nitro, is something called as smart alerts. Can I have the AV for smart alerts, please? All right, what is smart alerts? As the word suggests, yes, it is smart enough. The cool thing about this entire feature set is the notifications which you get, right? You're in a meeting, you're stuck, or you're someplace else, your screen is blank. You get a missed call, you find a little blink which keeps irritating you. You get a message, it blinks again, which keeps irritating you. You get an email, again it blinks, it keeps irritating you. So there's a constant blink all the time, but you don't know what that blink is all about, irrespective of how and when the messages come in. So what we've done is very simple. Again, coming back from the consumers, we've actually figured this way out, and therefore I'm going to demonstrate this to you. So, Kshitij, can you give a missed call to Dipankar, please? So when he gets the missed call, he'll get an alert with a blue notification, right? So you know it's a missed call. Huh? Can you switch to live? Thanks. You got that? You got the missed call? Getting it. Okay, fine. while the networks do it. So when you get an SMS after that, immediately, there you go, right? Everything finishes. That's your blue notification. Just close that, so you get a blue notification. Parallelly, while he sends you an SMS, you're still at the blue screen. This will actually change to green. He gets an SMS, so on the blue bar, you get a missed call as well as this thing as well. So it will actually change, and you'll have two notifications sitting on it, which basically means you've had a missed call and you received an SMS. And if your email is also configured to the phone, it turns to red. So while he gets an email, it's there, right? And once the email comes in, the bar turns red, and you can actually pick your last action to go to that particular notification, which is important. So if you've got the email, let's do it. Otherwise, you can actually open the SMS and go straight to that. That's your last action, and that makes a lot of difference as far as we are concerned, right? Otherwise, what we've done is those little blinks, which are red in some manufacturers and it's green in most of them, they actually start blinking, but you don't know what's happened where. But over here, it actually allows you to see whether you've got a missed call or whether there's an SMS. So depending on what your priority is, you can actually start prioritizing your life. What's also important is a blink feed which we've added, and that's something called as quick look. I want you to see the AV first, and then I'm going to talk to you about it. So go by a quick look. What it does is by default, it allows you to catch your social media, your weather update, which it picks up by default the city which you're in, and obviously the news. Again, this is picked up from the internet, what Google provides, and then it's fed onto it. So if you actually look at the phone there, if you go back to the live over here, you'll see the options you have to choose from that. You can actually pick up Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want from the social feeds. Whether you pick up the latest weather which is there. So the left is very simple. All you need to do is just scroll the phone from your left, and you get these options of picking up what you want. If you look at it today, it's about 32.8. It's partly sunny, which is true. And you have the latest news, which is out here. Again, you can choose the type of news feeds you want. Could be sports, could be the automobile industry, could be politics, could be a mix of all. And that's what helps us. Again, this is picked up from the net. It's on the go. It's the latest stuff which we have. Thank you, Dipankar. Moving on quickly to the next one, which is smart gestures. So take a look at this, and that's one of the most important features where you can actually make things smarter and more quicker for your phones. Can I have the smart gesture AV, please? Again, it's one smart move, one action, and you can actually create a lot of little apps and shortcuts for yourself. We'll start with the first one, which Dipankar will show, which is pinch in. Again, These are the ones which you can use. Pinch in, pinch out, 2-finger flick up, 2-finger flick down, 2-finger flick left, and 2-finger flick right. You can preset this based on the menu. If you can move to live, look at Dipankar's phone. It has all the moves there, and you can actually go onto it, pick it up. So pinch in. As soon as you do that, by default, you can set any of these functions. So if you're an avid music buff and you want to set the pinch in function for your music, so all you do is set that to music, and every time you pinch in, it opens up the music player for you. The next one is the pinch out. And again, you can choose a host of options, which actually helps us. For example, you want to use the pinch out to open up your app drawer anytime you want. You can actually do that and set it to the app drawer. So every time the phone understands this move called pinch out, it starts opening up the app drawer for you. Another one, for example, flick up. The most common thing to do with the flick up, and we've heard that from the consumer, is to increase volume. So flick up can be set to increase volume, while the flick down can be set to decrease volume. There you go, as simple as that. And then also we have the finger left in and out. With the left and right, again, you can pick any app which is the most commonly used app by you. You can set it to that. All right, thank you, Dipankar. That was good. Now coming back to the phone. So this phone is one robust piece of technology which we've created for you. As Vineet pointed out earlier, we're here to democratize technology, and truly is that what we're doing right now, because we've got the best apps, we've got the best hardware specs, we've got the best camera as one can get, we've got some of the best involved in this particular, in this entire machinery called Nitro, which I think is one of the craziest phones we've ever come up with this quarter, and you'll actually see this becoming the next Unite for us, hopefully, in the coming few days. What I want you to concentrate is actually on this specification. If you start looking at the Nitro, the Sony, and the Desire, look at our Nitro with a 4.4 Jelly Bean compared to a KitKat compared to a 4.3 Jelly Bean and a 4.2 in a Desire. So the screen size obviously is almost equal there everywhere, but concentrate on the processor. 1.7 gigahertz versus a 1.2 and a 1.4, and the most important being the RAM, 2 GB compared to a 1 and 1. And then you've got the camera. I don't think so there's any comparison of any sort at all. So what I'm going to do right now is to actually ask these consumers again of what their Dreamphone should cost. Let's have the Vox Pop for what the consumers are willing to pay for such a phone.
I am just willing to spend 15 to 16,000, not more than that.
Around 16 to 17,000. 10 to 15,000.
12 to 15,000 max.
Maximum 15,000.
12 to 13,000.
14 to 15,000, not more than that.
16,000.
13 or 14,000 max.
28 to 30,000 rupees.
Somewhere around 13,000 rupees. 16 to 18,000.
15 to 20,000.
10 to 15,000.
13 to 15,000, that's it.
All right, so this is the finale of what the price should be. From Micromax, you always expect shockers, and therefore, I'm not sure we're going to be shocked today, but unfortunately, it is priced to what you saw the specs there. We can't help it this time because of the fact that we need to make a lot of money. If people are willing to pay that, we might as well charge for it. So without further ado, I would want Vineet back on stage to actually announce what the price is, to figure out if the consumers are asking for all these things, are they willing to pay for it? And it's Micromax. I hope they pay for it. Vineet, all yours.
Yeah, so you heard the consumers talk about the price range, etc. But, you know, we went through various iterations, and the consumers are obviously willing to pay a lot. But without further ado, all I'll say is that we do believe in the philosophy of democratization of technology, and maybe we can just reveal it in a more interesting way rather than me just declaring the price. So guys, can we have
the price?
PAV, please. Well, yes, ladies and
and gentlemen, that is the price.
So, 12,990 for an octa-core processor, 4.4 KitKat, 13 plus 5 megapixel camera, 2 GB RAM, you name it, right? That's all the specs. But I think more importantly is all the cool features and the software features and the user interface features that Shubhadeep spoke about. So clearly we feel that we are redefining what latest technology should really be priced at. 12,990 is the price. What is even more exciting is that we are very excited to announce that this product will be exclusively available with Snapdeal starting 2 p.m., which is a few minutes from now, I believe 1 minute from now. And consumers can start lapping up this latest technology at 12,990 on snapdeal.com. So that's really the big announcement today. I encourage you to experience the product, and the product is now available on the right and the left side of this hall. Thank you very much for coming here, and that's from my side.
Thank you, Vineet. Of course, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being such a wonderful audience. I'd like to congratulate Micromax on adding another fantastic feather in their cap and truly giving us everything that we want from a phone. We'd like you to please proceed for lunch, which is served at the pre-function area. And of course, there is a question and answer for those who'd like to actually ask any questions at all. So we'd like to go ahead with that.